Greg here from Sticky Wicked Designs and Jeepers from CMS Made Simple. Okay, this is for Sibola. It is a custom module for a forestry related company for tracking, inputting, basically doing billing, submitting timesheets, doing incident reports, first aid, all that stuff, tracking to be able to do estimates, do billings, calculations, just so they can know at any moment where they are on a given operation or setting. So it's located under extensions is where it ends up after the install. It gives you a few things. We've been working on importing some old data in for this particular one. So there's a number of areas that we cover. The listing of settings, adding new, we just in terms of the conventions when you're back here, the options gives you access to the add a new setting. Filter is a way to try and find a specific one that's in there. We go to the operations tab, add a new operation is right there. When we do, a number of fields that are available to us. So we give it a name. We can identify the client. This is going to pull in from our contacts list who it is. The timber owner. Again, it's pulling in if it's a company name or another individual. Man-day advance rate gets to be set, settings groups, so there's really a number of things, and you can even do a little bit of a description here for yourself that is really for admin only, not for not something that the client would ever see. Invoicing, so adding a new invoice, you can actually have it identify which operation you're pulling it from, and then it can go through the process of pulling that together for you. Time entries, so the timesheets, you can create one, and if there were existing ones that had been submitted by the bullbuckers, the supervisors, they would be listed here and they can be reviewed and accepted or edited, what have you. And then we get into an area where it generates a whole lot of reports for us as well, and those can either be in HTML or in PDF. It's just a matter of making a few changes. Some of our general preferences cover off on the side. So we get to set a few invoice codes that we use, our percentage in terms of tax rates, tickets, messaging, all kinds of little extras that we do, setting base kind of rates and calculations for even vehicles, and then some general stuff too. This is where we determine what we want to do for the report format. There's a fuel cost, so you can set kind of the base rate that it works off from there, and what have you. Not ones that you play with too much, but you might change some of the settings a little bit, that's all. And if we cancel out of that, we'll go and take a look. We also have vehicles. So these are any of the current vehicles and information about them. So it'll even support images, uploading them, lease information, just a crap load of info that can be input and just left there for that particular vehicle. So it becomes a resource that they can then turn to and update as things go on. And let's go back from the vehicles. We also have lookups. Lookups are something a little bit different still. So these are kind of come up as select boxes throughout the system, so we can identify them. So there's you can set the maturity level for a given operation, species, ground condition, site condition, height condition, bucking type, timber quality, and vehicle options. So each of these can be added to add more fields there, or more items that can be selected from. So it is future friendly in terms of extendable. And we looked at the reports. The templates is really just something for a webmaster or an admin that's working with a client on this, and it's not something that typically somebody that's just maintaining or entering data is going to be playing with. So that's kind of a brief overview of where everything is, just to get things started with the Sibola module.